much snow. I mean, it was pretty wild and windy, so we'll probably have a bit of snow drifts. I think we probably got about 4 inches up here. About the same thing we had at the bottom of the hill. We are on the back end of winter 2021-2022, and I am very excited about that. I love plowing snow. It's kind of relaxing for me, but you know, there's a point where you're just like, all right, enough is enough, and I'm pretty well there. And most of the contractors that I know, that I talk to on a regular basis, are in the exact same way right now. They're like, yeah, all right, I'm done with winter. Oh yeah, she's cold too. Not that cold. I think it's minus 20. It's the wind chill that's really sucking. The wind chill, I think we are probably minus 25. Oh no, we're minus colder than that, I'll tell you that right now. With the wind chill, we are, oh wow, that's a lot colder than I thought. We're freaking minus 30. Look at that wing, it's barely moving, my goodness. Second time out March already. I gotta have to get some more off of that side there. I had to turn my wiper on, sorry guys. Sometimes I got comments about leaving the wiper off because you can't see. Well, if I turn it off, I'm not going to be able to see at all, and eventually the windshield is going to be filled with water on it from snow hitting it. So unfortunately, I gotta leave the wiper on low every time I'm plowing because we do get a bit of snow. And it shoots right up to the window. So you can see it coming up right now. So yeah, I apologize, but I do have to leave the wiper on. I don't have a choice. People who watch my channel are getting sick of this, sick of winter as well. It's always, I noticed last winter and this winter too, usually when March hits or the end of February, the views start to slow down drastically. I don't blame people. Like I said, I'm to the point where I'm kind of sick of it myself. It is relaxing, but I'd much rather be slinging some dirt around. That's honestly the nice thing about being here in Canada, where you have multiple, you got 2 seasons of work. Dirt and snow, construction and snow, basically. Usually when I'm, over the construction season, you gotta go plowing, so it's kind of refreshing. And then when you get sick of the plowing, not too long after that, you're gonna be moving dirt. So yeah, it works out. My new I'm supposed to have a new toy arriving there in the next couple weeks. Oh, look at that, like the wing just barely moves. Push that up. That shitty does this. Oh, my side windshields are dirty, really dirty. It's hard to see anything. fan cranked right up. But yeah, super exciting. My new machine should be here within 2 to 3 weeks. I'm gonna get in touch with my salesman there right away. It was supposed to be December originally, but well, everyone knows what COVID's like. It just screws everything over. I've never waited so long for a machine in my life. I've only bought 2 brand new ones. This one is going to be my 3rd. But I mean, this loader, I ordered it, had it in 3 weeks. My little 303 excavator, ordered it, had it in 3 weeks. The equipment that I have coming, ordered it, I'll have it, let me see here, it's gonna be almost 9 months. That's just insane. And it's not just CAT, it's everybody. Because like markets are on fire. It's just nuts. I think we got at least, I think we're gonna have at least another 2 years of a pretty good market. And I'm hoping that the government does something to, like after that, I'm hoping the government does something to help out the inevitable, because we're going to be looking at a pretty crazy financial crisis. I'm just going to try to remain positive about that one. I'm hoping it's not going to be too bad, because I mean, like people have been through enough with this crap. Not just financially, stress-wise, or just everything. You name it. This COVID has definitely hurt a lot of people. I consider myself very, very lucky. Not too many guys out there that are booking a year and a half in advance. And yes, I could hire more guys, but that ain't happening. That's just more of a headache for me. I could take on more work, but what's the point? You know, I could do like, I don't know, say $600,000 a year and pocket, well, profit maybe 100 grand, and I never really do that really, because I just spend it to buy stuff. In other words, the government just takes it from you. Yeah, I could profit that, or you know, with doing $500,000-600,000 a year, or I could do $1 million and profit the same amount and work 10 times harder. What's the point? Everyone seems to think, oh, you have more total sales, you're making more money. That is not the case. And there's a lot of people out there with a college degree that would argue with me against that. Well, peeps, I have a degree in reality. I'm going to be going on my 10th year in business, in my business, and before this, I ran another company, and it didn't take me long to climb up the ranks in that company. I think it was about a year, and I was running the show, just because of my work ethic. But anyways, point being, just because you're making more sales, you have a higher revenue, it does not mean you're going to profit more money. Logically, you would think that, but it's just literally not the case. Like it's, yeah. Holy jumpins', I may have to come up here and sand this. It's a little shtick. But yes, I have a whole lot of experience in running a business. I ran 3. Well, the first one I didn't really run, but I mean, I did a whole lot of stuff. Bookkeeping, like you name it, I did. I was a service manager. I had my own little company at that time, servicing hot tubs, which was part of the company that I worked for. It wasn't part of it, but that's where I got the work from. So yeah, I'm not just some, you know, guy who's, you know, I've owned this business for 8 years. Let me give you my my advice. No, I've been at it for my entire adult life. Ooh, that wing folding up. I have a friend who's the same thing there. He owns a landscaping outfit like me, and we chit chat. He's a really good guy. We're good buddies. I mean, you got to be friends with at least a few of your competitors. There's a crazy amount here in North Bay, though, let me tell you. But he is probably the biggest company in North Bay for landscaping. And last year, I think he was saying that 1.2 million. With you, I did right around $600,000 last year, and guess what? I profited the same amount of money that he did, and he didn't buy any more equipment or anything than I did. It comes down to the amount of staff that he's dependent on, and you know, like I said, sometimes you know, it looks like you're making more money because your sales are up, but you're really not making more money. I'm actually a little talkative this morning. That's a change. I've been really quiet lately shooting the videos. Busy mind on this year. A lot of changes coming this year. A whole lot of changes. I'm going to be broker and a joke for a while because I got so much stuff to buy to, you know, where me and the guys are headed in the company. I have so much stuff to buy to make that possible. It's insane. Plus, I really want to take care of Mark and JT. Gotta make sure they're taken care of. That is honestly, it's probably one of my biggest priorities. To make sure those two guys are taken care of. They take care of me, I'll take care of them. That's just the way it works. Except you can reverse that. I take care of them and they take care of me. It's awesome. But yeah, I have so much stuff to buy. You're never done buying stuff. You gotta constantly be investing in your company. Some years just need to spend a good chunk of money buying something just for a write-off. Like I said, either you're gonna spend it buying something nice for your company, or you're just gonna give it to the government. I don't know about you, but I'd much rather just buy something that's an asset for the business. Yeah, I wouldn't particularly listen to anybody. Unless it's an accountant in the state or province where you're from to tell you what to buy and how to do it, because you can actually hurt yourself pretty good. I did it in 2018 when I bought that little 246D, because I bought it used, bought it outright cash. Well, here in Ontario, you're only allowed to claim 15% of that your first year. The rest of it you have to claim as profit. Yeah, kind of hurts you when you got to claim an extra, what was it? It was close to $50,000 profit, which there was no profit. Well, there's profit, just that 50 grand there was not. It left me in a really bad spot. You know, that's where I really did my research on tax laws in the province I live in, and the country, obviously, because you have province or state taxes, and then you'll have federal. So yeah, do your research. Even take the time and get in touch with an accountant. Maybe go sit down, spend whatever he charges you, if it's $100 or something, just to give you some advice. That would save you a whole lot of trouble. And luckily I had a fabulous year, or I wouldn't have been able to pay my taxes that year. But anyway, needless to say, it left me in a really bad spot. Quite a bit of podcasts because I just don't care to listen to radio anymore. And I know some of the guys on there I've heard, I'm not going to name any particular podcast, but they're talking about equipment purchases and buying used, and it's the same write-off and blah 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 blah. No, it's definitely not. Do your research. Everything is different, state by state, province by province. If you don't do your research, it's going to bite you in the butt so hard that it's going to leave a mark. Yeah. I got a giant 18 on my butt just to remind me what year I got screwed over by our government. Yeah, she's getting a whole lot brighter earlier. I haven't done overnight plowing for a little while. It's all been by the day, like during the day. And I'm not complaining about that. I actually rather do that. It takes me less time to do what I gotta do. And I actually get to, I don't have to go home and sleep for a little bit. I just get to, go home at like maybe 8 o'clock at night or whatever, and spend at least a couple hours with the wife. I don't know, both can be pretty well the same, I guess. I don't know. I don't mind it during the day, but it's got to be on the weekends, because some of the places that I plow, you can't do it during the day. Like those Tim Hortons. If you got to open that up during the day, like say on a Friday, oh wow, you better be a damn good operator and have eyeballs everywhere. Back of your head, side of your head, just everywhere. It don't take much to have someone get in your way, because they don't care. They do not care. Which I understand, they're just trying to get their day going. I get that. Sense, I'm trying to make parking lots and whatnot safe. I'm gonna have to do a video on sanding versus salting here in the north, because there wasn't much work in the south. Okay, south of us, we have companies coming from south of us up to the north here stealing our frickin' work. Where the hell was I going with this? Fart. See, that's what happens when you're very talkative and you're still paying attention, highly paying attention to what you're doing. You for a second forgot what the hell you said. Yeah, anyway, a lot of guys coming up here to steal our work. A lot of companies. Quite honestly, it sucks. Back drag this. I almost want to stop the video and just play it to myself to figure out what the hell I was talking about, but Ah well. Is what it is. My favorite saying. Close their fence. I don't know why they don't close. Actually, you know what? I probably do, because it's probably pretty cold. I can't think the amount of times I used to get out of my equipment or truck years ago. To close the gate. Now I just push her with the loader. You guys call it laziness all you want. I call it it's really cold and I ain't getting out of this nice warm machine. Yeah, we have a lot of people moving up here from the Toronto Barrie area. It's very surprising, actually. It kind of blows me away. Oh, I think I gotta put my shades on now. It's getting a little bright. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a video for sure. Sanding lots versus salting lots, and like I said, yeah, companies are coming up here. That's what it was. There we go. Brain fart gone. Sort of. Yeah, a lot of companies coming up here, even doing the plowing. And I've noticed quite a few of them, they're salting these lots. And last night, I should have took some pictures of these lots. Like literally, I can go home, put my skates on, and skate around this parking lot, these parking lots. Like it's nuts. Because yesterday, well, last night, it was, I think about -5. High -5 yesterday, and then by midnight it was -15, and by 2 in the morning it was -20. So the salt is ineffective at those temperatures. The one thing that may help them out today is that sun. You can see the sun coming up. The sun will probably help activate it a little bit. That being said, it is 7 o'clock in the morning. All these places are open already. So you can imagine how many people brought their little vehicles in there and whatever and whatnot. And had a good little slip and fall. Well, that's the reason why my insurance is so bloody high. People on their slip and falls, and then they sue. Instead of being careful, you know, pay attention to what your environment's like. Instead of suing that poor business and the poor contractor that's just trying to do their job. Sorry, I just got a text from that driveway dude around the corner there. He said not to worry about it today. I guess he plans on doing some shoveling. A little bit of exercise. Never hurt anybody, right? But yeah, I mean, there's probably a few slip and falls this morning. I literally, before I did this one, I was out sanding for an hour. I sanded a lot of places there 2 days ago. ago when I did it, and again this morning, and I'm not done because I'm probably gonna come up and sand this one, and I gotta do the condos after this. I'll probably be sanding those. So yeah, but yeah, the parking lots I did, they're painted brown right now, like literally brown. Just to make it safe. That being said, with slip and falls, you really got to be careful how you word your contracts. Like the Tim Hortons, for example, I make him sign a waiver stating that he's 100% liable. Now I sand that. It's also in the contract that it's sanded every time it's plowed, but anything after that is up to them. It literally states that they are in control of the safety of their own parking lot, therefore they assume the liability. You got to be very, very careful how you word your contracts. Especially if you're one of those guys that's out there that's running around plowing snow with no liability insurance. You're like, oh, I got my truck insured, blah, 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 blah. Well, that ain't shit. Oh dear, I swore, now I gotta edit that out. Oh dear. Anyway, that's nothing. You need actual liability insurance. I have general liability. That covers all of my equipment. The landscaping, excavation, and also snow plowing. Now you can imagine what that cost me in a year, and I'm going to tell you right now, it ain't cheap. I ain't going to give you numbers, but it ain't cheap at all. Basically, I paid more for insurance last year than I brought home as the owner of the business. Can you believe that? I could have brought home more, but I only take what I need. That's it. The rest of it stays in the business. You know, gotta constantly invest back into it. I like to give my guys bonuses and, you know, raises and stuff like that. So, I mean, that's got to be taken care of. My top priority is paying my guys. After that is paying my bills, and after that is just whatever. I'm happy, you know. Bills are paid. I still have money in the bank, you know. I know my guys were running a little late this morning. Someone stepped in. But yeah, I really would not recommend getting into snow plowing and not having insurance. Even residential, like, you need to have that liability insurance, because if you get sued and you don't have it, you're losing everything you own, business wise. Now, that being said, if you are a sole proprietor, which is like not a corporation, not a, like if you're in the States, you got what's called an LLC. Here in Canada, we have the LTD, limited corporation, stuff like that. Basically, sole proprietor is an individual. It's still a legal business. You still pay your taxes. You still get, you know, your tax number, so your business doesn't pay tax on purchases and stuff like that. Yeah, you still get all that, but the difference is you get sued being a sole proprietor. They can take all your personal assets, your house, like anything personally you own, a boat, a camping trail, you name it, they will come after you. So you better have insurance. You better know what you're doing. Lots of people wonder why snow plowing is so expensive. Well, there's one of the reasons. Reason number two, this machine and this loader, not cheap. This is just a small loader. Just a little guy. If you were to get like a 924 or 926 or something, you're going to be almost double the price from this one. But it's double the machine too, right? But yeah, just make sure you have insurance. That is the best advice I could give anybody. I know my brother who used to work for me, he started his own, and this year he got to do a little bit of commercial plowing, and he couldn't afford the insurance. I told him, I said, you better make sure you do a good job and make sure you get it next year if you're going to grow into it. That's something you need to have, snow plowing. Any business, really, you gotta have insurance. And how many types of insurance do I have? Just the two. I have my general liability, and then just my commercial vehicle policies. Meantime, I'm gonna have me a snack to eat. I will turn you guys back on. All right. See you shortly. Oh dear. How's it going?
How's it going?
You cold?
A little bit. It's sunny out, can't complain.
Yeah. I'm tired of this cold weather. What about you? Yeah, it's March. It's time to stop.
Oh, it's time to...
At least just be -5 or
no,
-10,
I was just gonna say
right?
-5, -10.
Yeah. None of this -20 crap anymore.
No, exactly.
How's it going, Mark?
How are you?
Tired of winter? Just like everyone else. It's March. It's time for this to disappear, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna show them all the crap you guys do down here. There's a lot of shoveling at this site. We probably will be moving away from this site within a year or two, because moving on to bigger, better things. Maybe handing on to Teddy, eh? I remember my first 2 years I did this one. I was doing it with a truck, and I did all of the plowing, all of the shoveling by myself. I am never doing that again. Yeah, you gotta do all these walkways here. It's not a bad year. Usually this pile here is 8 to 10 feet tall. And we've been fairly lucky this year, and then the walkway all the way over to here. This is one of the nicest houses you'll ever see. Anyways, I'm gonna go finish up the condos and stuff. You want to say goodbye?
Yeah, have a good day there. We'll see you guys later. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. See you later.
Holy, professional now. Awesome.